One of the oldest automakers in our market, Mazda is not really talked about as much as the likes of Toyota and VW, even though they're in the same category. They are trying to move their brand and market to compete with luxury brands like Mercedes, BMW, and Lexus. And their recently launched CX-3 is a statement of intent from Mazda. But whether they are achieving this or not, it's a story for another day. Today we are checking out the CX-3. This is Mazda's sort of entry level to their SUV offerings, which also include the CX-30, CX-5, and the new CX-60. Hopefully we get to see the CX-90 in our market. This Mazda CX-3 has 4 trims that you can choose from. Base model is the Active, mid-spec is the Dynamic, and topping the range is the Individual and Hikari models. The difference between these spec levels is the features, and obviously the pricing. They all have the same powertrain. Powering this car is a 2-liter 4-cylinder natural aspirated petrol engine that only produces just 115 kilowatts and 206 Newton meters of torque. This is my first problem with the CX-3. For a car that starts from 397,000 Rand, this engine is really underpowered. And I don't really like that all the spec levels have just one engine. In this way, you don't really see where your money is going. And that's a problem with Mazda in South Africa. All their offerings have natural aspirated engines, even the new CX-60, except the PT50. The lack of turbo makes these engines so sluggish. This is one of the things I didn't like about the CX-30. Anyways, you can pair the engine on the CX-3 with either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic gearbox. But the Individual and Hikari can only be paired with a 6-speed auto. Fuel consumption is estimated around 6.7 liters to 100 kilometers. With regards to features, the base model Active gets these 16-inch silver alloy wheels and keyless entry. You get cruise control, a manual air conditioner, electronic parking brake, a multifunction steering wheel that is not leather wrapped. You get a push start button and this FM radio for 397,000 Rand. With regards to safety, you get a total of 6 airbags, which are driver and passenger, side and curtain airbags. You get anti-lock braking system, dynamic stability control, electronic brake force distribution, emergency brake assist, and hill launch assist. To be fair, this is a decent list of safety features in the CX-3. A big plus for Mazda. The Dynamic adds a couple of features on top of the ones I mentioned for the Active. On the exterior, it adds automatic headlamps, front LED fog lamps, smart keyless entry, and front rain sensing wipers. On the interior, it adds a leather-wrapped steering wheel, leather-wrapped gear knob, pedal switches, overhead sunglass storage box, automatic air conditioner, rear seat armrest with cup holders. You get 6 speakers and this 8-inch display screen that supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. On the safety front, what's only added to this Dynamic are rear parking sensors, and this model costs 451,500, which is 54,200 more than the base model Active. What about the Individual model? Well, here, your 16-inch alloy wheels from your Dynamic gets upgraded to 18-inch alloy wheels. You get LED headlamps with daytime running lights and rear combination lamps. The Individual also gets a sunroof. So if you really want a sunroof in your CX-3, you need to get this Individual model. I'll tell you about the price just now. On the interior, as an upgrade to the Dynamic, you get a head-up display, 7 speakers with Bose sound system, and integrated navigation and wireless charging. On the safety side, the Individual gets the reverse camera, and this car starts from 520,600, which is 69,100 more than the Dynamic. What do you get on the top of the range Hikari? This model only adds adaptive LED headlamps on the exterior. There are no upgrades on the interior from the Individual. In terms of safety, it adds front parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, and driver attention alert. The Hikari will cost you 541,900, which I believe is a lot of money for the CX-3. In terms of design, the front is sporty looking, and the back is a bit bulky like an SUV. The exterior design of this car looks like that of the Mazda 2. In fact, the CX-3 is based on the Mazda 2. Same thing with the CX-30 and Mazda 3, or Baleno in France. This is the dynamic, and the interior quality is very good. And that's a nice thing about Mazda cars, they are well built. In terms of interior design, we have this well-designed air vent, same as in the Mazda 2. The center console and steering wheel has a mixture of chrome and leather, making this interior premium. But this instrument cluster design just looks old-fashioned. Come on, Mazda. Moving to the back, the CX-3 is not really practical, as you can see. Knee room is not good at all. You do get a bit of leg room at least. The boot space is more than enough for a small car, not a crossover. It's measured to be around 350 liters, which is almost the same as the boot space of the VW Polo Life. Underneath the fourth floor, you get the spare wheel. The CX-3 comes with a 3-year unlimited kilometer warranty and a 3-year unlimited kilometer service plan. Now let's say you decide to go ahead and buy any CX-3 model range. Let's say you get a 72-month contract at 11.75% with no balloon or deposit. Your estimated monthly installment for each trim is on your screen, with their estimated monthly cost of ownership at the bottom. It's difficult to find an explanation to why the CX-3 is this expensive. I love the brand, but if their ambition of becoming premium increases the pricing like this, they can count me out. The Chinese have showed us that to be considered premium, you don't have to cost a fortune. Let alone competition from its rivalries. This CX-3 is struggling because of the competition from its own siblings. For an example, for the price of the individual, you can get the CX-30, which is a far better car than the CX-3. And another problem is that for the price of the individual and Hikari, you can get yourself a CX-5, which is one of Mazda's best production in our country. Taking everything into consideration, the CX-3 is a confusing car that is just difficult to explain. I'll leave you to decide if this Mazda CX-3 is good or not. What you can do for me is leaving a like and sharing this video. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more car content like this. We'll meet again on our next video. Until next time, peace.